Hello again, Ian Stokey with Mastermind Games, back for more Malifaux, and this time Hinamatsu. Other White 09062. A puppet created by unknown hands, possibly the same hands that created Kalodi. Hinamatsu was made in the, I will say, rough image of a Japanese geisha. Rough because she has 4 arms, and was made as an entertainer, but apparently after she gained more attention than her human actors, they tried to destroy her, and she chopped them up into ribbons and continued wandering. She wanted to, I'm hoping I'm not mixing this up, but at one point she wanted to find the one who created her and end him. She wanted to bring in Kalodi, ran with him for a while, and after Lucius Matheson added Kalodi to his rec room, Hinamatsu signed on at the Kian Gong, run by the 10 Thunders, and entertains there, but still has a violent streak in her. Although maybe I should refer to her as it, because technically Hinamatsu is a genderless puppet. Technically, even though she was made in the image of a human woman. And Kalodi referred to itself as an it, lacking a lot of gender traits now. The trick here is she's got a double layer robe on. Where do I start and end on one or the other? Well, you know what, I think I'm actually just going to stop this here for now and think about that robe question for a bit, so we're back in a bit. Alright, I've got it figured out. Marine Teal 09077, I just need to take another look at the concept art. Just kind of figure out what I wanted to do. So I'm just going over the whole of our kimono in teal, and then I will pick out additional colors after it dries up. Now, Hinamatsu's skin is actually painted wood, so I might use a secondary shade or highlight to show a little wear and tear. I might not, I haven't decided yet. But I'll have it figured out by the time I finish. Assembly-wise, she wasn't that hard, but... And she does refer to herself as a she, whereas Kalodi refers to itself as an it. And another puppet I've done previously, though I don't think I've done a video for it, Vasilisa, Kalodi's henchman, also refers to herself as a she. I think I got that name right. Not putting too much attention to the bow in the front because I'm probably going to pick that out in another color. I'm trying to keep my brush moist but not overly wet. It's not working too well right this minute, but And while she has 4 arms, it seems she has 5 katanas, or at the very least, it seems that way. So 2 in hand, another here, 2 more here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count 5 swords, 2 sheathed completely, 2 drawn, 1 in the process of being drawn. And who knows if her umbrella has something underneath it. Go ahead and start on her hair and pure black 09037. Try a third experiment on doing black hair. See what I end up with. Although maybe I should say wig, since that's technically what it would be. Since again, Hinamatsu is a evil murder puppet. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry completely and move on. Okay, back up it. Oh, and I'm starting to drop frames like bonkers, so good thing we're wrapping up now. Alright. Phoenix Red 09005. I'll probably need a second coat of this on some of the areas I'm doing. Again, keeping my brush moist but not overly wet. The So the umbrella and the sash, the big things here, but let's see what else. What else? And I'm going to have the swords match too, at least the grips anyway. How about, let's see. Just kind of picking a few additional details out in this randomly. Then antique gold 09050, I think. Oh, there's a little more. I see I'm doing that bright red. It's just right there. Okay. Oh, and saw another thing. The ends of the scabbards seem to be brightly bound. Okay, that might be enough gold. Just getting the guards on the katana. And the ornaments in her hair, or, as I said before, likely a wig, actually. And I think I'm going to go ahead and allow that to dry before moving on. Oh boy. Glitches again. Alright, I decided to add a little more of that Phoenix red to the front here, just for a little more color. Tarnished Steel 09206. This is going only on the blades. And Shield Brown 09161. This very carefully. Go on scabbards. And the umbrella. Okay. And the base. So again, quick custom sculpt there. There's a wood floor pattern carved into sculpting putty. And that's base coats. Let that dry completely, then I can start shading. Alright, time to shade, and this could get a little bit tricky. Blackened Steel 09205. and thinning with 1 part water to 1 part paint. Just let it flow over the area to be affected. And I'm just going to have to do the wood in 2 different phases. So Woodstain Brown 09160. This one's running low. Well, I have a spare if I need it. So I'll just do a little bit now and then do the wood on the base later once all the rest of the shading's done. Just our scabbards and the umbrella. Suppose I can take a gamble and try to do the gold too. We'll do that. So that's going to be Ancient Bronze 09049. And this is a gamble because that steel is still wet, so some blending going on there. The hair ornaments. And I'm going to let that dry before I move on. Always clean your brush out thoroughly between uses. Okay. Back in a bit. Alright. I'm going to try Rainy Grazer 9038. This is going to be another experiment on getting black hair right. We'll just see how this one turns out. In any case, if it doesn't turn out so good, I can still salvage it. Well, the kicker will be what it looks like when it's highlighted, but it doesn't look like it's turning out so good. I can always go back and go over it with pure black again. So we'll experiment here. There's it, Fire Red 09004. Clogged. If I can get this to cooperate. Paper clip down the nozzle fixes these nicely. This one's almost empty, so it's got enough to work with in it, though. Keeping the brush nice and wet again. Being real careful right here. And I can loosen up down here. I'll let that dry completely and then move on. It's going to be the teal, another one round of wood, the skin tone, or wood puppet tone, I guess. Back in a bit. Okay. Deep Ocean 09076. Trying to be very careful with this. Really let the paint do the work and flow around to where I need it. Just because of all this in here with the sleeves being so intertwined, I suppose is the word I'm looking for. Well, I dropped over 100 frames in the blink of an eye. And I just realized right now this is actually a scabbard, so I'm going to have to fix that up too. Okay, I can do that. I'll just fix that up off camera, and it'll be all fixed when I come back to film. Still frustrating that I missed a spot though, but I can fix it. Alright. When I come back, I can wrap up shading and I'll have that scabbard fixed, so back in a bit. Okay, that hilt I missed, or that scabbard I missed, is all fixed up now. So, linen white 09061. I don't think I'm going to change anything on the hair at this point. I just want to see how it turns out with the highlight. I'm going to give, excuse me, I'm going to give it just carefully getting the wood of her body. Because again, Hinamatsu is a four-armed murder puppet. Okay. Bigger brush. And take the Woodstain Brown 09160 again. That should be, that little dot I've got here should be plenty. And then go over the base. This is again just a quick custom sculpt job. Just a little bit of sculpting putty in the recess of the base with a quick pattern carved into it. Okay, once that dries completely, I can do some details, highlight, and wrap up. Alright, time to highlight and detail. Pure Black 09037. First, I'm just going to take a tiny dot of it. Using just enough water to thin the paint, a nice pointy little brush. For this. So carefully fill in her eyes, and I'm just giving her these dead black eyes. It's a Neverborn thing. Kind of an homage to the urban legend of black-eyed children. And I'm going to switch to some ragged feathered brushes. I'll start with this, I think. Ghost White 09063. No water, straight paint only, and I'm rubbing out most of it on a paper towel. And lightly dusting the areas to be affected. Going against any raised areas to catch the paint. Seems I nicked the rope to come out of there, but that'll come out. Working from the lowest area to the highest. So, Driftwood Brown 09162. Scabbards. Mostly though, go ahead and get the base with this now. Let's try to put the light more on her, less in my face. How about Pure Black again, 09037. This time I'm going to go over the hair and see what that does. The hair again was an experiment to try to do something different and see if it looked better for just straight black hair. Well, not too bad, but I want to try something different next time, but it doesn't look too bad. It's not bad for gray hair, I suppose. Alright, next Next. Guess I'll do a steal, so true silver 09207. Yeah, I've dropped 150 frames in the blink of an eye. So I'm gonna... Alright, we're just gonna stop here and see if I can't fix this. Alright. Huh? Okay, this has started with me dropping hundreds of frames a second. Kind of stabilizing now. Good grief. True silver 09207. That flex in the sword makes me a little nervous. It looks nice, but it is a very thin and kind of brittle plastic. Some of the newer 3rd edition sculpts seem to be a little more durable, but... Okay, just... Surf Aqua 09078. And now it doesn't want to focus. There we are. Kinda. Well, this is starting to turn into a cursed video. Alright, Surf Aqua 09078. It was going so well for a while, too. Frustrating. So my focus here is on the most readily visible areas only. Going against the folds in the fabric. And this is a triad where what this method paint is really capable of is much more obvious. You see especially right here the darks and the recesses and the highlight just really catching those folds. Yeah. New gold 09051. Fire orange 09006. Which is plugged up. Okay, we just plugged up really bad. I think I just made it worse there. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is getting awkward. There we are. Ah, boy, well, this went really south really quick. And my system is getting insanely cantankerous right this second. Okay, we're gonna stop again, see if it plays nice. Oh, alright, trying this again. Fire Orange 09006. I am getting really frustrated with all the problems my computer's been having as I try to finish this up. Again, my focus is on the readily visible. Going against the ridges, or I think veins are called in the umbrella. Okay. Finally, after an annoying amount of technical difficulties, we're done with the paint job on the model. It didn't turn out too bad. Some of the experiments, especially on the hair, may not have worked out all that great, but pure black again, 09037. Taking a flathead brush, so I can get a grip on it. And I'm just going to carefully line the edge of the base going up to the custom sculpted woodwork there, but not, try not to go over it. Now this paint job turned out fine, so the experiments didn't work all that well, but definitely had a lot of technical difficulties, and this is a format where I get one chance and only one chance to do anything. So, okay. And there is Hinamatsu from the Neverborn faction. I'm switching to Resurrectionists, doing something that could be considered classic next. And until then, I am Ian Stuckey with Mastermind Games, signing out.